Hi, Ross Schaefer, and I've got another throwback interview for you. And today it's with my friend of 40 plus years, Jay Leno. And Jay and I had known each other from the early days of comedy. We worked many venues together, the Harrah's casinos, resorts in the 80s and 90s. And this interview comes from, I pick him up at the airport, Seattle International Airport. And we're about to work together at the Paramount Theater in Seattle. Hilarious guy. Jay is hilarious. You'll see as we try to get from his gate to the car that will take us into Seattle.
Please have your boarding passes out and available for the flight.
Imagine our luck. Imagine our luck, ladies and gentlemen. It's Jay Leno. Hi, Jay. Oh, no, Jay is here. Jay.
For the big mafia trial?
Yeah, I'm glad you're here. And we'll try to. We've notified the authorities.
Yeah.
We'll try to get you out this way, Mr. Leno.
As you can see, I'm thrilled to be on the show.
Good to see you, Jay.
Why, good to see you. You know, I hadn't expected you to come tonight to film this.
Gee, thank you very much, Jay. You know,
yes.
We're happy to have you in Seattle, although there's some bad news.
Oh, it's good to be had, yeah. What's the bad news?
The bad news is there's a 60-foot inflated crab on the Space Needle.
Oh.
That's our landmark.
Sounds painful. You know, I think I know her.
There's also a large inflated gorilla downtown.
No.
And I've got another piece of bad news.
What is that, Ross?
5,000 sailors are in town.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with the USS Constellation.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so they'll be at the show tonight.
Now, this is not some kind of military takeover, I imagine.
No, it is not. They're celebrating their 211th anniversary.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You know, I had read something. Yes,
the
yes.
big 211th anniversary. We've got some gifts for you, Jay.
Oh, some lovely gifts?
Yeah, we got some gifts for you.
Parting gifts?
Yeah. A nice Seattle.
Like some Miami Vice kind of thing.
Yeah, that's right. And we've got some Doritos.
Oh, some delicious. You know, I just had a package on the plane.
Yeah, they are the Breakfast of Champions, are they not?
Breakfast of Champions, they are.
And an Almost Live T-shirt.
Oh, do you have any? You know, do you have any of the plain ones that don't have the writing on them? These are very nice, but you know, when you polish a car, I find that the letters tend to scratch.
No, these
do you have any of the plain
off.
ones? Oh, okay.
All right, now tell us about the special. It's going to be on November 1st.
November 1st.
Yeah. Now,
that's something I always want to do. Hey! I said no cameras.
Now, I guess they spend a lot of money to figure out what to call a show like that, do they?
Yeah, we brought some media people in. We paid them thousands of dollars. They came up with the name The Jay Leno Show. Yeah, pretty unusual. We did market research. And, why, here come roving gangs of young thugs. Yes.
Yeah, really.
Kind of Seattle's famous punk community.
Now,
hello, gentlemen.
Gentlemen, do you know Mr. Nixon?
You guys in town for the big yuppie convention, I guess. Where do we go? Is this us here getting in the battered van?
No, this is not us.
That's the guy. That's him.
This is not.
Get me on film.
That's Ross. Hand me a Perrier Schaefer, ladies and gentlemen. Ross, hey, I'll have another one of those foreign cookies.
Yeah, I guess we have to really go now because Jay's on his way to a show, and you can see that he's going to wear this.
Oh, I'm going to wear this on stage too, and I tell you, with this all cotton, you can buff up a nice shine in your car with these.
Well, thanks, Jay. Good luck. We'll watch you on
There'll be a little something in your envelope as well.
We'll see you on the special, and then you'll be hosting the Tonight Show again.
Right. I'm down here at the Mission Hotel.
Mm-hmm. We'll try to find a better place. Maybe some place that gives free suckers or something on the bed.
Come on.
So then, the next day, I wanted to interview Jay for my radio show and for my TV show, and we finally got a chance to sit down. He extended his trip in Seattle an extra day so we could have this conversation.
Now, everybody knows and they've seen you on Letterman.
Everybody.
Everybody, well, at least the people here saw you.
People in other countries, yeah.
And you and David were good friends, I guess, when David was writing jokes for Jimmy Walker.
Well, we both used to write jokes for Jimmy Walker. I first saw David when he first came out to L.A., and he had a beard and the Hoosier belt, you know, the rope through the loops there.
David had a beard?
Yeah, big beard. It's really funny, and I used to call him the Dinty Moore of comedy. He had a big beard.
Lumberjack shirt.
Yeah, the whole thing, you know.
Well, I saw you on the Merv Griffin show a week or so ago. Yeah, where he says, "What's it like to be in show business?" Jay?
Yeah, Merv is great. I love him.
He's a nice guy,
but you know what's funny about Merv? He's like that. One of my funniest experiences, only in America would this happen. I thought this was so great. I'm on the Merv Griffin show one time. Merv comes out. We have comedian Jay Leno, astrologer Joyce Jilson, and President of the United States Gerald R. Ford. And I said even to Merv, I said, who books these acts? Don't you think the president's going like, why am I on with an astrologer and Leno? What is it? And then we're sitting out there in the panel, and Merv says, now President Ford, and he asks President Ford in Lebanon, and President Ford gives some weighty answer, and then he goes, Jay? I said, what do you want to do, Merv? do you want me to say no, Ford is wrong? Here's what a comedian would do. I would send in mimes and jugglers. What do you want me to say, bro? It was great.
How long have you been doing stand-up, Jay?
Oh, a long time, easy, 10, 12 years.
10 or 12 years. What's happened to the scene now? How's it changed?
Well, it's great. There's a lot more comedy clubs around. I came up through the B'nai B'rith Kiwanis Club luncheon circuit, you know, and those are, I mean, the comedy clubs are great because they give everybody a chance to work, but in some ways they're bad because there's not a lot of discipline, you know? I mean, when you come up through getting jobs any which way you can, you usually have to work clean. I mean, it's much easier to take a clean act and then you're in here at 12 o'clock and everybody's drinking and make it dirty than it is to take some filthy act and make it clean. You know, I mean, I have guys sometimes that open for me. I'm on the road, and like, you literally have to be a gynecologist to follow the act. I remember I was watching this one guy once, and he was saying this thing. I said to my wife, "No, where is that? I don't even know what that is." My wife said, "No, I think it's over near the thing, and it's over near this part of the." I said, "I didn't even know that woman had that in there. I didn't know what that was. I didn't even know what he was talking about." And yet he was guy going on this whole bit about it. I was, you know, I mean, it's amazing.
What do you do during the day? What are you, I know you collect motorcycles.
What do I do during the day?
Yeah.
When I'm on the road? It's not a lot. I mean, you do things. You do things like you read the whole paper. That's something that you do. You know, you pick up the paper and you see things like, oh, tuna casserole with a graham cracker crust. Huh. And then you read that. You know, you wouldn't read that normally.
TV? You watch, go to movies?
Well, that's the thing. You know, you go, let me see, what is it? All My Family's on at 1, so I'll walk around for an hour. When you live essentially like an old retired person would live. And you never work in a city, really. You're always outside the city. You know, like you say, you go to Chicago. There are no nightclubs in towns anymore. So you're always stuck out on the highway, you know, those kind of place where you open the motel and it's like, beep, beep, you know, there's trucks going. I mean, it's very, I don't know what you can compare it to. You just have a lot of time.
Now, how would you compare doing Letterman with The Tonight Show? You did that a number of times.
It's different in the sense that Letterman is my age, you know, and I always used to like The Tonight Show when I see Steve Lawrence come out with Carson, and Steve Lawrence would make fun of some personal thing in Carson's life. You know, I mean, obviously it would look very presumptuous to me to go out and go, "Hey, Johnny, nice tie, pal." And people go, "Who is this guy making fun of Carson?" Whereas with Letterman, I can come out and I know Dave, and I can read him, and I can know to make fun of him or talk about something from his past that's embarrassing, or, you know, just something that'll loosen up the show and get it going.
In fact, you handle it real well. There's a lot of times where Dave won't give the guy
Oh, yeah, he never gives it up. That's his good. But see, I love that. And he does it especially with me. He'll have notes, and then he won't even look at the note. He'll ask me something completely different.
That's right.
You know, just to throw it off.
Like, well, Tom, anything happening in baseball these days?
Yeah, right, yeah, that kind of
thing. And then the guys, I've seen him do it with George Miller and Tom
Oh,
Friesen,
yeah,
and just
I know.
try to barbecue him.
I know, it's great.
He loves to do it.
I love that.
Well, we have a big college following to watch our show. What would you tell a college student?
To the young people,
Yeah.
stay in school, kids. Please, get that education.
Jay was a philosophy major.
Don't be no fool. You stay in school.
You have some memories that you could from college that you could tell them about, because they're doing the same things today, I'm sure.
Oh, the young people with the long hair.
Yeah.
You know, they hair so long, the pants are too damn tight. If I tell you they're the only kids we got, God bless them. Thank you. Good night. I always like when I do those Vegas acts. I went and I saw a Vegas guy once. This is recently, like a year ago. And he got up and he walks in and he goes, "Hey, how about these Beatles, huh?" They come over here, they go, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. What the hell is that, ladies and gentlemen?" You just saw the whole audience just went, "Shut up, shut up." The guy was so out of touch. How about those Beatles, huh?
We got bank machines today. Yeah. Hey, well, thanks for being with us, Jay.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so there you have it. Very young Jay Leno, a very young Ross SHAFER. But I got to tell you, he's such a great guy. He's helped so many young comedians with a leg up in showbiz, introducing them to producers and club owners. He's really, really one in a million. As it turns out, I'm going to be leaving here in about an hour for Las Vegas, where Jay and I are going to be working at the Harrah Hotel.